Damn, appreciate that, Leo. Appreciate that. Yeah, my bad. Let me start back over, man. Welcome to the Kickback Network. Your boy Jay Davis, man. Cuddy J at that. Broadcasting live out of Dallas, Texas. The Kickback Network, man. Today's show is gonna be by did Boosie take a loss leaving the Vlad show? Did Boosie take a loss leaving the Vlad show? And why is Shawn Cotton from Say Cheese getting involved? I'm gonna answer the question first by saying I don't think Boosie took a loss from this because there's a lot of reasons I would say why he didn't take a loss because Boosie is making money off uh, all kind of ways. Now, as far as finding another YouTube channel or somebody to interview him for the price of a man was going to pay him or been paying him, yeah, he might have. But at the same time, they're only saying he's taking a loss because he finally loaded up his first show, his first episode on his new show that he has, and the numbers didn't do good like they would have done if he was with Vlad. Now, let's keep in mind now, either way it go, he still profit off that video. He might didn't get the amount of money that he would have got from Vlad or doing any other interview, but it's just the beginning. If Boosie stay consistent doing what he's doing and he keep the channel going, he will eventually start getting more money than what Vlad was going to pay him anyway or what he wanted from Vlad. Now, let's get to Shawn Cotton. Y'all know who Shawn Cotton is. Shawn Cotton is from West Philadelphia. He's been living in Dallas, Texas, the DFW area, I should say, Arlington to be exact. He's been living down here since he was a teenager. He pretty much grew up in the DFW area. Uh, I don't really look at him as a Philadelphia cat because he's been in Dallas too long when he came down here when he was a youngster. Uh, but reason why Shawn Cotton is getting involved because he's just mad because Boosie never wanted to sit down and do an interview with him. So now he's taking sides with Vlad. Making it seem like Boosie. It's like they are praising and parading that Boosie won't do well on his new podcast that he started by himself. Can y'all hear me? So that's what the thing about how it's getting so messy. The reason why it's so messy because I feel like now here's where it's going now. Now Vlad is starting to have Charleston White on his show to replace Boosie. There's only one person that probably can give you those same numbers that Boosie can give you when you interview him, and that's Charleston White. Good move. But guess what Vlad's gonna do? Vlad's gonna use this division between him and Boosie. He's gonna break down that content. He's gonna talk about it for a whole year and make about $500,000 off of it, just because he know people gonna want to hear that mess. And he's gonna make it seem like it's a big deal. But on the back end, Vlad is saying, "Oh, me and Boosie, we still cool. We got love for each other. We have an understanding. We talk every day." But steady, you keep on coming up on these comments. You keep steady coming up with these conversations and topics about Boosie, whether you getting interviewed on your own TV, YouTube channel, or you going to Adam 22 No Jumper talking about Boosie. So here's what Say Cheese comes in at. It's Team Vlad right now. Everybody think if they kiss Vlad's ass, that it's gonna put them in a better position. And it probably, even though Say Cheese has a hot channel, uh, I say it's bullshit for him to Shawn Cotton to come jump into this mix that involving Boosie. The sad part about it, Boosie ain't paying nobody no mind. Boosie has not yet said anything toward them about this situation that's been occurring over the last month, unless they said something about him and him or him defending his name. I would say this though. I know Boosie Channel is gonna do good, and I hope it does well. By the way, how everybody doing today, man? 85 cut dog. Leo. Yeah, I had to go. I can go early today. I got some interesting news this morning. I'll share it with you guys later. This is not something I want to make a public announcement on anyway. All my moderators who I'm close to, I will share some news with you guys because this is not something that everybody can hear. Get the information about what's going on. Dragon Lover, what's good with it? Yo, can you bark for money or mommy? Bark for mommy. Okay, welcome to the Trollville, man. Welcome to Trollville. You have enough gifts. 85 cuts. You don't got no work to do today. You chilling. It's your day off. Or you up to speed on the? I know this probably one of them topics you guys probably not be familiar with. 85 cut and Leo. I don't think you guys follow Vlad TV or Boosie the way I'm tapped into it. And maybe because I'm a YouTuber as well. And on top of that, it's Louisiana business. You know what I'm saying? Somebody from Louisiana. And of course, we all love Boosie. And everybody watch Vlad TV. Glitch says, wish he was this day off. He been under a house since 7 a.m. What you doing up under the house, Glitch? What, you got to fix a water pipe or something? What's going on? What's the reason why you up under your house, man, at 7 in the morning and you still doing what's going on? What it do, Devon Owen? What's happening with it, man? Welcome to the K-Bad Network, man. It's your boy Cuddy J, man, broadcasting live out of Dallas, Texas, man. The showrunner tonight is did Boosie take a loss leaving the Vlad show on YouTube? They try to make it seem like Boosie took a big loss in this situation just because his first episode of his show that he released didn't do good numbers. Now, I don't know, to be honest with you, I don't even know what they consider to be good numbers or good views in the YouTube world. I mean, I feel like as long as I got some type of engagement or and I got a crowd of people, I caught a crowd of people attention, I did something. Now, of course, he's not gonna do the 100,000 views or 500,000 views or $1 million million views like he did at Vlad. Not right off top. Maybe later on, but not right off top. And he's gonna learn the game of the streaming and the YouTube and the content creating. You have to be consistent. You can't take a day off. You can't take a week off. You got to keep a pattern, or YouTube is gonna take you out the algorithm. Now, your name being Boosie might keep you in there, but your name holds more weight than your show. It's going to end up blemishing anyway. Woodwork, whole bunch of termite damage. Ooh, I know how that is, man. That termite damage, man, shit. They got some, we had this place I worked at had some a bad termite problems. Them termites don't play, man. I mean, I don't even know what causes termites. Besides, I know termites come, like this is say you leave your trash in your trash can too long when you got food up in there and it's packed up with all type of other filth, termites start coming creation. I don't know where they come from, but termites start all this. Matter of fact, uh, I went out of town. I was gone for like 3 or 4 days, and I left my trash can full. I forgot to take the trash out. I went this, but it was during the pandemic. I went to Shreveport. When I came back from Shreveport, and apparently, luckily, the termites just started because I started seeing these motherfuckers crawling on the floor, and I heard some shit going on in the trash can. Like, what the fuck that noise is? And then I took the trash, I lift the bag up. I see there's a bunch of fucking termites up in that motherfucker. They all on the ground, they everywhere. I'm like, where the fuck these motherfuckers come from? How do they get created? So I'm a greenhorn and shit like that. What it do, West Baltimore, man? What's happening with it, man? Also, guys, I got a question, guys, a Q&A sticker, man. Do you guys talk to yourself out loud? Now, I do talk to myself in peace. Like, I don't speak out loud when I'm talking to myself. Like, I might be sitting around the house and I might be like, hey, I might whisper it or talk in low form, but I ain't gonna speak out loud talking to myself. That sounds like some old dumb shit. You say maggots. So where they come from? How do they create? I mean, how do they get created? How do they just where they come out the ground? What? I mean, they can't come. I mean, how they formed? Welcome to the. I ain't seen you in a while on here, West Baltimore. I had a live going on last night, man. It wasn't that many moderators on there. Matter of fact, I didn't even have a moderator on there last night until about like Shit, who jumped up? Who was my moderator last night? I ain't no moderators came on. I did a whole show last night with no moderators. Like nobody. I started late. I talked about the Prince versus Michael Jackson, uh, which I mean it was a good topic though, but I think people was misunderstanding what I was trying to say and saying, and I kept on trying to I kept on repeating what I was saying to get an understanding from people. Uh, but it is what it is. I mean, like I said, Michael Jackson is the one with the most hits. He got the better songs, but talent wise, Prince is better. Performance wise and everything else, Michael got him. But talent wise, yeah, he has more talent. When I say he has more talent, I mean he has more things that he can do that Michael can't do. That's the whole point I was making. Of course, I check for Michael Jackson's music more than I check for Prince music. Prince probably only got about 4 or 5 songs that I like that I probably would press play on, like go to and listen to. Michael Jackson has a ton of them. Yeah, that question: Do you speak to yourself out loud? What it do, Ty? Welcome to the Kickback Network, man. Hit that like button. Let's run the lights up. Tom said, as much as I rock with Michael Jackson, Prince was my guy. Prince got the ladies that I like, especially Patrick. He had nothing to do with his music. But I think he just like the vibe of Prince. Prince had the type of chicks, you know what I'm saying? The type of bitches that I like too at the same time. I'm not going to even lie to Prince had the women that I like. And I found it weird though, cause he kind of seemed kind of feminine to me at the time. I was a young kid, but I see he still had the nice ladies. What's up? Shout out to Wichita, Kansas, man. Wichita in the building. It's your boy, the father TikTok. Just speaking. Like your content, keep doing your dizzle. Okay, then appreciate you there, man. The father TikTok, man. I sure appreciate that love, man. Tapping into the Kickback Network. Broadcasting live out of Dallas, Texas. Your boy Cuddy Jack. So what do y'all think about anybody let's get back on the topic though at hand. Are any of you guys familiar with the Lil Boosie and Vlad TV situation? And do any of you guys know listen or any of you guys tapped into Lil Boosie? And do any of you guys watch Vlad TV? Now I know we are anybody that fuck with YouTube and got some sense of liking rap music or rap artists or like listening to stories or any kind of stories from the Italian mobsters, people, gang members. You've watched Vlad at least one time, so that means you probably have some type of knowledge about what's going on with him and Boosie. So I'm gonna go ahead and take y'all down the road. Appreciate them hearts. I'm gonna take y'all down the road. Boosie has been, y'all know. Let's just get here. Y'all know Vlad always had that one guest that he brings on over and over again, because he know the audience likes him. At first he had this. I forgot who he had. I'm gonna start out where I know he had on there the most. He first used to always have uh, what's the Godfrey and Lord Jamal on there. They was always repeated guests. He used to always have Trey D on there to repeated guests. He used to always have Keith D on there to repeated guests. He kept the repeating guests coming on there until he found that one that he could stick. And then when he lost the last repeated guest that he had coming on there, he started getting a little Boosie. Lil Boosie started coming on there once Lord Jamar and Godfrey, the comedian, left. Boosie started being the guy that he put in the seat. He know he gonna get good views on there because Boosie is good entertainment. Boosie finally Boosie asked for $5,000 more than what Vlad was giving him. I guess Vlad was giving him 20 grand for a show or 15 grand for an interview, which is easy money to sit there and talk for 2 hours and answer questions and do what you and get 15 grand. Shit, I take that. Apparently, Boosie had asked for more money about a month ago, and Vlad wasn't able to give. Well, Vlad didn't want to give him that money, so Boosie decided to leave Vlad TV. Boosie started doing his own show, in which was loaded up not too long ago, and I guess the numbers wasn't impressive in Vlad and Shawn Cotton from Say Cheese point of view. That they were like saying, okay, he took a loss from leaving Vlad because he was getting his money over here at Vlad. Now he's over here doing his own show. He can't even get half of the views he was getting over here at Vlad, and he's not even getting the money. Now he's getting some money. It ain't so. I mean, I would look at it like this. I don't think Boosie taking a loss. I think Boosie it's a snowball effect. It's only the beginning. You know, I don't expect Boosie to do 1 million views this first episode. It's gonna once people get familiar with his channel, his shit gonna throttle. And Vlad know that. Vlad just mad and jealous, trying to keep the mess up, to keep the algorithm going, that way he can keep content going and make money off Boosie for another year. That's where Shawn Cotton come in at. Shawn Cotton feel butthurt because Boosie didn't want to do an interview with Say Cheese. That's why Shawn Cotton getting in the mix. Yeah, Prince played 27 instruments. That's the point I made on the show. That's why I said on the live. I kept on saying that. I even said that before I even brought the show to the video. We talked about it on another episode at the end of the show. But that's why we talked about it last night, because I said, somebody asked me who I got out of Michael Jackson and Prince. I said, for sure, I'm going to check for Michael Jackson music the most. And I bump his shit the most. I'm more familiar with his shit. But I also know that Prince was more talented than Michael, because he could play all those damn instruments and dance and sing. Plus, he had the hoes. Since we back on the Prince and MJ situation, let me get back to that. I'm kind of like juggling two topics. I'm talking about last night's topic, and I'm talking about the Boosie and Vlad topic right now. So y'all are y'all up to speed on the Vlad and Boosie situation? Vlad's the most talked about person on YouTube. If it ain't Charleston White, is either Vlad doing this because he incriminating these guests he have on his show, or Charleston White putting on a stunt? Exotic Island. You know what? Somebody asked a question last night too. I wonder why Michael Jackson and Prince never collab with each other. Like, you don't even see pictures of Michael Jackson and Prince hanging together. You notice that? That shit wild. Where we at though? The chat be going dry when I. If you don't know that now, I will say this also. When I ask a question, guys, and you're not aware of what's going on, or you don't know the answer, just tell me you don't know. I mean, just say I'm not up to speed. I don't know the answer. I'm not in tune to what's going on. Or maybe you probably are researching what's going on. That way you can come back and tell me how you feel. Maybe I don't know that. But I think it's the jealousy with Lil Boosie they have with Lil Boosie, because Lil Boosie, he ran out from the plug. You know, uh, and Vlad's gonna use that as an advantage to get more content going. Cruise tragedy: overboard cruiser passenger jumps from balcony and dies after falling off the overboard. Damn. Them damn cruises, man. It be some crazy ass shit going on them cruises, man. I mean, and I don't care. I don't ever care to go on the cruise. All these stories I be hearing about on the cruise and shit. I be watching shows about shit that go on the cruise. I'm never in. I don't care about going on no cruise, man. I be hearing it's too many dark stories about the cruise. Hell no. What it do, Don Juan? I got somebody up in here, man. There we go. Then we got somebody up in here that can talk to me about this. We got another Louisiana animal up in here. Now we got some. Now I got somebody up in here that know what I'm talking about. So the topic is the, the topic says, did Boosie take a loss leaving the Vlad TV show? And why is Shawn Cotton getting involved in the situation? Here I answer the question on, did he take a loss leaving Vlad? No, he didn't. Boosie gonna get money all day, any kind of way he can get it anyway because he's a hustler. Uh, they're trying to say he took a loss just because he started his own show and they released the first episode, and they didn't do the numbers that it would do when he was in Vlad. So they saying that's considered a loss, which I'm not gonna say it's a loss because he still profit out the video. He just didn't get what he got what Vlad would pay him. And the fact that it's like his first episode and his channel just not jumping, I mean, it only gets better once people get familiar with his channel. So, I mean, he might don't get the 25,000 that he probably got from Vlad or whatever Vlad was paying him, but eventually he will start making it off his video if he stay consistent enough. Who knows? Boosie might be getting, he might get impatient and irritated with it and be like, fuck it. But you gotta look at it, Boosie. Time with rapping and shit, man, is running out of time now. You really not making no type of your music is really it started. It sounds the same. You're not even venturing out with your music though. Like you're not even. You would think out of all that ghetto story music you made and all that, and ratchet music you make and all that, you probably venture out and do a collab on a song with somebody like do a crossover song. But you don't even got it in your mind to do that to keep yourself on the level, put yourself on another level in the rap game. I should say. Uh, so I think being a podcaster or a content creator or having your own YouTube channel is the route to go, Boosie. If I were you, I would utilize all that time. I would utilize all that time in being a content creator than creating music. Do that music shit on the low low. Matter of fact, shit, just record a different song for every episode. Keep the music going, but just use it as your intro to your show. Right on time. It's definitely a mod room right now. Ain't nothing but mods on. Well, we had a few people that's not mods checked in. We got one. We got the dude, the father TikTok, Glitch, Devin. Yep. What's going down, Don Juan? You still here? Did you hear what I say? I gave you the rundown on the show. It must be a delay between. It must be a big delay between whenever I ask you guys a question and you respond. And y'all all vamped up off here or something? What's going down? Do I need to end the live? Y'all be y'all be tripping me out, man. Y'all be on here and y'all just get quiet like somebody came behind y'all and put their hand over y'all mouth or some shit. Tom said he believes that Sony has something to do with Michael Jackson, the brother on hair of Sony Music. Do you know he owns? Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah, I'm aware of all the rights he has. Very aware. Okay, I did. I see. Okay, now you spelled the words wrong, so I read it differently. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I'm gonna read it. Yeah, I believe Sony had something to do with Michael Jackson. The brother owned half of Sony Music. and he owns the publishing rights of Eminem music, the Beatles, and the list goes on. Okay, all right, yeah. I was like, yeah, I couldn't understand what you had typed out that first time, but I got it now. You just typed it in like a little slang version. You wanted you Time asked is Michael Jackson death a mystery or a murder? That's a good question, Time. I never, you know what? That's a conversation that you never hear people talk about. At least I don't never hear people talk about this around me. But now that you asked, though, I mean, uh, um, is it a mystery or is it a murder? Shit, it can be both, can it? It can be both. I feel like shit. To be honest, it could be a mystery and a murder. Because it was a murder involved. It's just a mystery. But here's the thing, though. Why would somebody? What would be the motive to kill Michael Jackson? Or what would be the motive? It, if you didn't profit off of it, a band like what did it benefit for you? Time, kick back. What would make you kill somebody? There's only two things. So you think Michael Jackson got killed behind some money or a female? Is that what you're saying? I'm gonna have to check that movie out though, man. The movie doesn't give you everything anyway, because they say the movie pretty much ends around like the movie ends around like the movie ends around like in 1988. So they don't even really give you the deep end story about what happened from '88 to the time he passed away or got murdered, whatever you want to call it. Uh, that's the information we all looking for. Of course, we all know what happened between the time he was born to '88, from the time him leaving the Jackson Five and going solo and all that. We all know that, because that's the same thing they gave us in the movie The American Dream, where it told you the story about all of the family. But I'm definitely gonna check out that story though. The Michael Jackson movie. Hey Lisa, what's up? I was wondering when you was gonna tap up in here. I said, I know Lisa be surprised to see me going early this morning. I mean this afternoon. I was wondering when Lisa was gonna tap in. Of course, the showrunner Lisa. I know you probably not familiar with Lil Boosie or Vlad TV, but that's the showrunner today. We pretty much all over the place like bird shit anyway. But the showrunner today, man, is on this show anyway. Is did Lil Boosie take a loss leaving Vlad TV, and why is Shawn Cotton from Say Cheese TV involved in the situation? Uh, Vlad is keeping it messy. I don't know if you're familiar with Vlad TV or who Little Boosie is. You know the fact that you just you of age and you in Minnesota at the same time. So plus you probably gonna be there might gonna be. I don't think Leo's still on here. Leo was on here earlier. I don't know if Leo's still on here though. Done one. I mean, if they were on here. They didn't tell me when they logged off. I know they all tapped in and said hello, but I don't be knowing when they get off. Uh, Lisa, the only one still called West Baltimore Sundown, and I feel you though, Lisa, because that's what he had came in as. He came in as Sundown. And he gonna be Sundown forever. It works easy. Look at guess who just came into the room, y'all. Look at this guy right here. Look, hey y'all, look at Montre the Goat, man. Where the hell you been, man? I feel like I ain't seen you on here in a month. And the fact you still a moderator, man, show you how much I love you. I heard about the Fulio situation, man, but I'm not fully invested in what's going on. So I really don't know. You got to lace me up on what's going on, really. I'm aware of something happened, but you got to lace me up because I haven't dove into the water to swim and see what's going on. Oh, you been in the hospital, man? Ooh, wait, man. Shit, get well, man. Get well. Get well. I was saying to myself the other day, I said, damn, Montre ain't been on here in a while. Him or Jake Smith. I mean, and I already know, what's her name? Manana. She already told me she wasn't going to be on here because she's in prayer mode right now. So she won't be on the channel for a while. You know, I think she's Muslim or something. I don't know. But her religion, she's just not gonna be on here for a minute. You want me to come to Jacksonville, man, Duval County? I got a partner that live out here in Dallas, man. He's from Duval County. We did a song together back in 2013, 2013. We did a song together called "Leave Me Alone." They had put it on some compilation album out of Florida, and a bunch of people from Florida, South Georgia, and South Carolina, all in the mix. And on that album compilation, I think the song we on is probably like number 17 or some shit like that, number 11 somewhere up in there. Me and my boy GA. You think about moving to the hood? Why you want to move to the hood? Tom said just think of Nipsey Hussle, the brother was giving back to the community. Computer books. Well, I mean, shit. Nipsey died because shit he had called a nigga. And rest in peace, the neighborhood Nip. But from my understanding, Nipsey died because he he made a friend of his, from his hood. He told him that he didn't want to be around him because he heard he got snitch allegations, and the guy had killed Nipsey because he felt embarrassed. I mean, I don't think Nipsey was sent for. They tried to make it seem like Big U had sent somebody to go to Nipsey. He was gonna die anyway, whether he had asked that question or said something to that dude about him being a snitch. No, man, I think dude had just I really don't even know though, but I ain't gonna say it's kind of similar to Michael Jackson though. That was some neighborhood shit. Bob Marley had died of cancer though. Bob Marley, Doc, Jamaicans don't believe in you know, Jamaicans don't believe in. Hey, 85 cut, lace them up. Look, Jamaicans don't believe in no type of medicine or curing anything. That's why he had that they cancer and still kill him. So what the storyline is. What it do, Fambo? Yeah, Fambo. He called the dude Eric Gardner, whatever the dude from his neighborhood. A snitch. And rolling 60s don't mind killing another rolling 60. So they try to make it seem like Big U is behind this shit. But I don't know, man. That's a twisted situation too, though, man. But I just don't want to compare that to Michael's death. Lisa, say it again. Lisa, say it for real though. What's up with the ease of taking another person's life though, man? But behind some little words. But people street code and they moral, people go, no street codes, man, have a nigga all fucked up in the head. That's all that is. The street codes and morals, they have a nigga all fucked up in the head. That's why dudes be having the ease to kill one another or eager to fight each other behind little words. You got this dude named Chud the Builder walking around calling black people the N word with the hard R, and then saying they tripping out and black, and they don't want to attack the white boy who really disrespecting them. Shit, another black man say something to you that ain't even disrespectful, you want to beat him up and do whatever you can to do to him. But you got a white boy walking around in a cowboy hat talking about he chimping out and all this stuff like that, using the word with the hard R at the end. Come on now. It's such an ease for a black man to kill another black man. Get your hand up my pocket once he said that. Yes, people should ignore Chud and I like him. Huh? Oh, and the ill like him. Okay. On the cool though, Lisa. Don't you wish you do? Don't you wish somebody just punch him in the face though? Don't you just wish somebody punch him in his face? Yeah, in the streets, one thing you don't do in the streets, if you don't got no paperwork on it, you don't call nobody no snitch. You don't go around saying they slept with another with a punk, and you don't it's another one. You don't it's just you just certain stuff you don't go around. If you don't got the paperwork on them, you don't call nobody no snitch, and you don't say they got AIDS or no type of. You don't say certain stuff. You don't put no bad jacket on nobody's name. You don't got no paperwork behind it in the street code. People take that shit to heart. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got no paperwork on that shit, and you don't say it, and whether and if somebody notice the person that's really snitches, they don't get mad when you call them snitches. When somebody is in a snitch, shit, they gonna be mad. But that still don't give you the right to kill nobody though, man. I know it's kind of fucked up, but that's how the street code go. I understand you. I respect you. I understand you on that. Cause who knows what the outcome would be if you was to hit him, swing on him or whatever. He pulled out a gun or whatever the case may be, or pull out some mace. He carrying mace and a gun anyway. He doing shit to the parking lot out there, man. They probably did that shit, man, about 7 months ago. They did that. They did that side of the apartment complex and in the front part and all that in the back part, but they ain't touch this side of it. Now they want to fuck with it. I can't move my car though. I told them I can't move my car until the wheel hub get replaced on it. So they can't touch my shit. Nah, I ain't from the streets, man. I'm just telling you about the streets. Nah, I ain't from the streets. We just know you. We just know by the street codes, the street morals. You just don't. You can't call nobody no snitch or put no coat. You can't put no jacket on somebody that ain't true unless you have paperwork. He said, "What is the G code?" Shit, why you want? If you don't know, you don't know. If you don't know what the G code is, maybe you don't need to know. Maybe I don't need to tell you what the G code is. You try to justify me and see what type of nigga I am by asking me what's the G code for me to tell you. If you know the G code, you say don't worry about asking me. I don't know what the G code is. Nobody ain't dumb either though. Nigga got common sense. We already know what the motherfucking rules of the streets are. No snitches and shit like that. But nowadays, niggas let snitches to get away with shit. You can go snitch all you want. Niggas don't do shit to you. Yeah, I know people make fake, but yeah, Whack 100 always produces some fake paperwork. I ain't from the suburbs either. I'm not from the suburbs either. I mean, I live out here in Dallas in a prestigious area, but I'm from Shreveport. I'm from the hood. I ain't seen a lot of shit go. I ain't been in situations in the street. Tell shit. I got I ain't got gunshots, stab wounds, slicing, all that shit. I've been in street activity, but I know in neither situation I told or reported anything. I ain't did my time in jail. Ain't nothing to brag about that though. But get what? I ain't telling nobody either, cause I know the rules and the street code and the morals. What's understood don't have to be explained. But B John, whatever your name, B John or by John, why you asking all these bozo ass questions? So what does a lick mean? Why you asking stuff like that? It's always got to be one motherfucker on this damn live, man, that's on some dope, bozo ass shit. Hey, same like everybody else hood, man. Your hood no different than mine. You know, see, the thing about it, I'm from a city, man, where it's like that everywhere. The suburbs on the outskirts. You ever been to Shreveport, man? Ain't nothing but hoods and casinos. It's like Detroit and Detroit and Atlantic City mixed together. And Shreveport ain't nothing but hoods. And you see nothing but Negroes. I'm talking about, you see, I mean, like, a bunch of projects, gang banging, all that shit. Turf war and all that. That's the whole city. I mean, like, you want to go where it's nice, you got to go on the outskirts of the city. You got your neighborhoods in the part of the city that's considered that nice neighborhood, but they don't stop nothing going on. Niggas get done over there too if they outside. That's how Shreveport is. See, out here you can in a place like in DF Dub in Dallas, shit, this one city I can say that you can like let's say if you're a rapper or you're a celebrity or something like that, you can be popular and famous and still live in Dallas and don't be seen as much because it's so big. Like you ain't gonna see everybody every day. You got so many places you can move uh, around, and even in the city of Dallas, where people won't even be aware that you around. There's so many people and so much traffic in the city, man. You ain't paying attention to people like that. You pretty much watching the cars and shit more than you watching the people. What do you do, De Niro? China in the building. Yeah, man, ain't nothing. I'm glad. I'm glad I don't live in the hood no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I can always go back to the hood or hang out in the hood. I'm talking about even out here in Dallas. I'm not even from Dallas. I can go hang out in the hood out here in Dallas. Uh, when I go back home to Shreveport, I don't want to be hanging out in the hood because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if anybody got some trouble going on with the people or with somebody. When I say the people, I mean shit. The folks might be watching their crib or something. Or you don't want to be going to anybody's house and shit. All of a sudden, the police bust up in there because they see these. They heard through the grapevine. You don't want to be standing on the corner with your homeboy or at the corner store talking to your homeboy and he got some beef in the street. So I do know one thing about my city. I know it's a lot going on out there with people, and I don't want to be caught up in the dulo twist. So I know where I need to be at. Yeah, Lisa, you grew up. You was raised properly, but that I mean that don't mean nobody from the hood wasn't raised properly. It just the hood had more influence. Being raised in the projects or apartment complex or the hood. Every neighborhood got their corner store, the neighborhood store, and the neighborhood park where everybody go hang out at, and you see a lot of things. But somebody shit, before I even some apartments I grew up in called Villa Norte. Shit, before I went around the corner, I talked about two dope fiends or crackheads or passed by a few game bangers when I'm talking about at the age of 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm passing by all this around that time. So I knew I grew up around this shit. I know when I was growing up in Cherokee Park, we go up to the dome. You going to see the dome got the park got everybody up there. The basketball court is domed in. Everybody out there. You got a dice game going over here. People drinking, smoking weed. The females are out. It was every day after school. It was my Monday through Friday, Saturdays and Sundays. And the park was lit in the 90s. It's my you gonna find what you want around there. Uh, Going to the corner store, hanging out at the neighborhood corner store. I fucked around and downloaded the Uber app last night. I caught the Uber for the first time in my life last night for my job. 'Cause I told you I gotta put this wheel. I gotta put this wheel. I gotta get this part put on my back of my Jeep. My wheel hub is broke. Well, I gotta get it replaced. So I had to get another one. So I've been catching the train and shit. To bust the train to work. Last night I caught the Uber home because I didn't want to get on that train to bus. I was trying to get home. So I downloaded the app, and then they send me all these fucking notifications every 5 minutes. Shout out to the North and the Grove. Tom, who you told me to my, he know about Cherokee Park and Cedar Grove. Start smoking the Zaza, or you gonna go bye bye. Be like Johnny Gill and sing my. Yeah, we stayed mostly in our own neighborhood. We had so much to do. Basketball, swimming, basketball. You know, my neighborhood was like that in Villa Norte, where I grew up in the apartments. We had two swimming pools. We had the basketball court. We had the motherfucking fields we can play football in. Like three different like parks we can play. Like one, two, three, four, about 4, 5 different spots we can play football in. But anyway, we had them pools. The front pool went hard and the back pool went hard. Villa Norte just went hard in the late '80s and early '90s. Villa Norte went hard. I say from '88 to about '95, '96. I mean, I was there from I was in because I was always in Cherokee Park because that's where I grew. My grandma lived at, and so I was always in Cherokee Park. Then I had went to first I was in Villa Till. First was in North Pine Drive when I was young. My mama had moved to Till Lake, which was called Lakewood Villa, and then we ended up moving to Villa Norte. Grandmama had moved to Cherokee Park. I was probably in the second grade. We moved to Villa Norte in Cherokee Park area. Then I grew up in Cherokee Park in Villa Norte and the Bronx. That's why I used to hang out at the Bronx, Villa Norte, Grimmy Drive, and Cherokee Park. You know, all my homeboys was from that North Market area, North Market, North Hearn, the North. I had Cooper Road homeboys, my homeboy from the Cooper Road. I got cousins out there, so yeah, pretty much the whole entire North. I was cool with the whole North side. But I grew up in Cherokee Park in Villa Norte. That's where I riding bikes, going to the Dome. I went to Cherokee Park Elementary School. Uh, my mom still live in Cherokee Park. Uh, but we had in Cherokee Park, we had all the recreations. But we didn't really. The only thing we did was we had a full court basketball dome. It's domed in, covered up like a dome. But it had like the little you can walk out. Like they had the little side holes and stuff you can walk through. And then it was all closed in. It's like an indoor basketball gym. But back then it was the dome. And you know, you got your guys playing basketball, you got your guys shooting dice over there, you got motherfuckers doing this over here. A lot of hustling going on. That's where that was the spot to go with. If we got out of school, that's where everybody met up at like from 4 o'clock to there and at 9 o'clock, that's where everybody hung out at. Till them lights that came on. You know what? And speaking of what Lisa said, that's how I used to be up at the park with my neighborhood park in Cherokee Park. Well, I had to if y'all watch the North Side reunion, y'all to see that park where we was at. That's where we used to all hang out at when we were little. If y'all see the video that I uploaded called the North Side reunion, that dome and all that right there, that's where we grew up at. We used to all hang out right there, and my school was right there too. I wish I would have got more take on that. My phone had ran out of battery, so I missed a lot of footage. But I knew my mama knew if I went to the dome, I was just around my cousin Stan Low crib, or I was on Inglemead at Tar Baby, or Pat them crib. One of the two. That's my I mean, it was more than likely I was at either one of them three spots, but more than likely I was either at Stan's house, my cousin Stan Low, or I was at the dome. You saw at least okay, yeah. So that whole little area right there where I was walking around at, that's where we used to hang out. It's a whole little area. Back in the day, back in the late '80s and early '90s, even the mid '90s, to the late, matter of fact, to the late '90s. I take that back to the late '90s. That's where everybody hung out there. Used to be down there, hundreds of people out there, man, all through the week. To my for real, not right now anyway, but in the summertime, around about 5:36, especially when that sun go down, shit, that's where it's at. The weekend. I miss them days, man, where everybody be out. And then don't talk about how, like, I stayed up back in 90, I think 1995, 96. I'm gonna say 1994, 95. I had to, we had the Crunkage Street in Cherokee Park. In Braybrook Drive, everybody used to be out there on that street, man. They be dancing in the middle of the street. They got this going on, that going on. We had Tweety Lotham house, and then the house next to them was going down the street a little bit further. You had Dynamite, the mama house right there, my homie Dynamite, and then you had some other people who had a crib right there. But that whole street right there, that my mama them crib wasn't ever the spot that everybody come hang out at. Not the homies anyway. It wasn't like that. That my mama them wasn't having that shit. I knew about the 6'5" and 6'9". You know what I'm saying? The Ville, 6'5" and 6'9". You know all that shit. Seminary, E14. But I knew about the Ville though, 6'5" to 6'9". That's what Felix Mitchell, Lil D. You know, I'm tapped in with that history of the Bay. Yeah, I fuck with Weekend, man. I like Weekend shit. I like that song about the hills. He gotta fuck with us. He got a couple shit I fuck with, you know. I fuck with the hills though. That album that album pretty much that entire album with the hills on there, I did. He got some other shit I be hearing them on. You know, my neighborhood, we ain't had no school shootings, but my neighborhood had a lot of shootings and drive-bys in it. Cause you know, like I said, I'm from Shreveport. I'm from back. It's like Shreveport gang politics and gang culture was just like L.A. You know, because a lot of people from L.A. came to Shreveport. Like Shreveport had gang banging, Bloods and Crips before the movie Colors came out. Like we knew about Crippin' and Blood before the movie Colors came out in Shreveport. That's how knee deep in Shreveport. Like we would drive-bys back in Shreveport all the time back in the 80s and 90s. It didn't. It probably got worse now, but it ain't drive by. These niggas shooting out at the motherfucking goddamn at the whatever going on, whatever type of function they got going on. Back then though, you had to worry about cars riding down the street or through the neighborhood, busting the block on you and then letting it off on you. But yeah, it was. But during that time at the Dome, we never worried about nobody from any other neighborhood coming through there doing it. No, cause our neighborhood really didn't just start beefing with other neighborhoods until we started all got until my generation got up in age where we started going out to the clubs and being around niggas from the other side of town or whatever the case may be. We never really had no beef with other hoods. At least we some niggas at school. Um, so nobody never came to our neighborhood and no type of tip like that. It was always some drive by going on within the neighborhood itself, or or a shootout. Like two niggas have an individual shootout at each other because they mad at each other, some shit like that. Uh, but no, nigga ain't never had to worry about all that though. It was, yeah, I fuck with the Weekend, man. I only call her when it's half past five. Only time that I be by your side. Tell me when she fuck me and feel me when I'm fucked up. Let the real me when I'm fucked up. Let the real me, yeah. That's my favorite song by the Weekend, The Hills. Felix Mission 6'9" Ville. JJB on his Yuck Mouth. Yeah, you know JJ Yuck Mouth. You know 6'5". Lil D Seminary. You know, JJ. Jared. Jared Jenkins or something like that. Or what? You know, Yuck Mouth my favorite rapper. Him and Nas and Benny Siegel. Yeah, what the name of the what's the name that they did the crew YGN or YTB? What the name of Young Mob little crew they had? Young Boys Incorporated, Young Boys Getting Money. Fanboat, what's Young Mob little clique they had started the YTA or whatever it is, or YB. Oh, okay, Lisa, I see. Y'all streets built a little different up there than down, especially down in my neighborhood, Louisiana. Uh, that same video I got me standing in front of my mom's house with that video of me with that beer in my hand with that green grass. That's the street I grew up on. We used to play curb ball and shit. We used to wait the car pass by the fucking down the street. We'd throw the ball over the curb, over the car, make it hit the curb. Gerald Earl Ellis. Yep. Yeah. Gerald. That's his name. Gerald. Yep. But what's the name of the little crew? YTB or YTA? Jordan White Ellis Jr. Young Meezy. First he was the Looney Tunes. YGTO. Yes, right. You know, YG Young. What that shit stand for? Young Gangsters Taking Over. Young Gangsters Taking Over. He talk about that shit a lot, man. And Thugged Out. He don't talk about that much on Thugged Out. He started talking about that YGTO on the Thug Lord Testaments and on the other albums he come out with. Free at Last. Uh, I tap into all Young Mouth music, man. The Young Mouth and Sibo collaborations, the Thug Lord CDs, the trilogy, Thugged Out. I fuck with all the regime. Young Mouth, the one turned me on to Ampatino, Strata, Ohio. Vicious said, who is the ham rider? I don't even know who that is, man. Just out of my reach right there, man. That's not in my jurisdiction. What you talking about? Vicious. Somebody links me up. What he talking about? Ham rider. Who is? Oh, he said, who is this ham rider? Oh, okay. There must be some white boy shit. I take it vicious. You must be a white boy. Or I ain't never heard that. That's a good one right there. Ham rider. That nigga ride on ham, I guess. That's what he trying to say. That nigga ride ham. You only gonna get trolled from motherfuckers who uh, who don't know you. You know what I'm saying? That's what. Like if I was a person on a big platform, let's just say if I was to be on Vlad TV, and Vlad was to interview me, right, and all of a sudden y'all know me from being on Vlad, and I come back and do a live stream. It won't be no trolling going on. It'll be a lot of ass kissing. It'll be more ass kissing going on than trolling. Yeah, I like some shit like that. Who this ham? I can hear your voice right now. Who is this ham rider? Ah! I felt like you made that shit up. That's just like me, cuz. I make up some shit like that. Cause who the hell this mother beef jerky head ass nigga is? Some shit like that. He said ham rider. That nigga riding on ham. Mm-mm. Young gangsters. Hey, fanboy, I be tapping into that podcast called History of the Bay. Cuz from San Francisco be interviewing everybody from the Bay. It be some nice stories to hear on there though, man. Like he had Mac Mall, D Shot, Young Mouth. Who, uh, who else was on there? I seen on there. Uh, who else I seen on there? I think Lil Blood was on there one time. Lil Blood. What do I think about? I think shit. Detroit led Cleveland. They let Cleveland back. They gave Cleveland some confidence. Cleveland gonna take it all. They got 3-2. I think Cleveland gonna take it all. I mean, at that series now, I see New York beating Cleveland. Uh, I don't see nobody beating OKC on the West. I say this is who I picked to be in the finals. I pick OKC and I pick the Knicks. Both of them orange and blue. So that's crazy. That's what I think. I was hoping to do. I was kind of rooting for San Antonio because I love to see that young boy Wimby. I love to see him. To see more of him. Uh, and of course, I mean New York is by time they win something, man. You got to hit them New York people mouth up there in the 20 years they win this title. If New York Knicks win, you got to hit that shit for about 20 more years. Yeah, OKC be dominating. I be watching that one dude play. He be pushing off like a motherfucker. SGA, he be pushing off like he motherfucker. You love to see the Spurs and I don't think that's gonna happen, man. The Spurs in Detroit, they both down. You don't believe in Detroit? They are definitely not the. They definitely not the Detroit that you seen in the regular season that was dominating. Like I feel like in the regular season shit, I'm like, damn, Detroit came out of nowhere, man. Them boys hooping. And now in the playoffs, they kind of like people figured them out, I guess. Well, me being a 76ers fan, I don't care about the Knicks, the Celtics, or the Brooklyn Nets. I don't like neither one of them motherfuckers. That's why I say I'm riding with San Antonio. I kind of I fuck with OKC, man, because they right here, we right up under their ass right here in Dallas. Mm-hmm. Tyler Bob, Egavas. Huh. How about you hit that like button for your boy Tyler Bob? Welcome to the Kickback Network. I almost forgot about my weed. Are you from Tyler, or your name is that your name, Tyler? A name like Tyler Bob sound like you from Tyler, Texas. Okay, so you ride with Detroit because Thompson is from East Oakland. Uh, Oakland produces a bunch of athletes, man. They got what's his name? Marshawn Lynch, Gary Payton, uh, Damian Lillard, uh, Thompson. Who else from Oakland? Shit, Mark Carey. He's not a basketball player. staring and going in front of a camera and working like I could stare at a wall instead. But shit, Bob, go ahead and do what you do then, man, and just get off the damn live then, my homie. Shit, you the one jumped on. You jumped on this live and typed some shit like that, nigga. That tells me a lot about you, Tyler Bob. You came onto this live stream to tell me, to say something to me, and then you tell me you all right, like you sounding cool. Then you said staring and going in front of a camera and worth a like. I'd rather stare at a wall. Well, shit, won't you get your ass off the motherfucking live then, dude? Get your country ass off here. How about that, nigga? Your shit kicking mud be the cowboy boot wearing ass off here. Won't you do that? I'd rather you do that, man. I don't get, what do you do, CC motion? Riding left coasting, deep in the ocean. You dry, you need lotion. I'm cooling over here, man. You know me, a little early mid-time. I'm testing the waters, man, to see what his live really strives at. It's been a while since I did an early time day, a live, early time live, where I go live around this time. I see some of you guys, y'all are able to tune in every time. Montre the Goat tapped in for the first time in a month. Who all got a notification when it? Did anybody get a notification that I was going live today? Ricky Henderson, Bill Russell, Isaiah Ryder. Yep. That E40 cuz. Yeah, man. Lots of movement going on out there. Lisa, you got a notification? Fanbo got a notification? You know what, Jose? I haven't talked to Jose in a while. I haven't been down to Jose. Jose on the mic, I haven't been down to their crib. They stay down the street. It's been what? It's been a minute since I've been down there, but no, he came down here. I take that back. Jose pulled up when we got snowed in back in January. When we got snowed in back in January, and people keep on calling. There's one thing about this phone though. One thing about my phone, it rings all day with spam likely. My phone rings all day on that scam likely shit. They call me all day between 8 o'clock and 6 o'clock every day, all day. I keep my phone on silent because that shit they call me all day, every day, man, except on Saturdays and Sundays. But back when he came by here to help me change my tire on my car a while back during the when we got snowed in, and I ain't seen him since. You know, he was him and his wife was going through some shit, man. But I think they all good now. But I haven't seen him in a while. I really ain't. You know what? Since my car been down, I ain't really. I've been kind of like isolated. You know, only people who I've been seeing was people who I work with and my neighbors. Uh, and they come over here. You know, I got my company to be coming over here to see me. You know what I'm saying? I do have company. I really don't have to. I really don't have to leave my crib. You know, because this is a spot everybody meet up there to come by anyway. They come holler at people come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? You know, homeboys, uh, other friends. You know, shit. Now, of course, the ladies, I never had to really go to their crib. They come to my crib. Sometimes I go to their crib. I don't like the away field that much. Sometimes I like being on the home field advantage. But yeah, I this kind of like the honeycomb hideout. Sometimes people come over here and tell me their problems. Sit on the couch or whatever. We talk. So I be having a lot going on now. Y'all see me here on the live. There's a whole nother life outside this YouTube live. I thought I had it on Don't Disturb, man. This shit just ain't work, man. I just be like, fuck it. I don't want to, press no more buttons that's gonna fuck up whatever's going on. We get 17 likes, guys. Guess what, guys? I need 12 more subscribers, and I will be at 3,000 subscribers, guys. I need 12 more subscribers. I will be at 3,000 subscribers. We need to get there, guys. If I gotta do another show tonight just to get to 3,000 subscribers, man, I will. I will. And I'm pretty sure with it being, I might end up doing another show tonight, man, because I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen between the time of this live ending and me into the nightfall. Yeah, we need to hit the subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. I know the bigger the algorithm gets, man, the more likes come. I got a video that I uploaded about the Hispanic lady. There was another Hispanic lady talking about another Hispanic lady that said the N word and lost a police job. That video right there still doing numbers. Like it's still doing numbers. People are still commenting on it and just keeping the fucking video in the algorithm, which kind of bringing a lot of people to this channel as well because of that one video. I need to do another video like that so I can get some more people to give me. Once I get to that, I think once I get to that 5,000 subscriber mark, that's when it's gonna really be popping. We try to get them 18. We got to get 20 likes, guys. Let's get 20 likes, and I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. I got 12 more subscribers. It said I needed 12 more subscribers before I started the video. It's my very free to subscribe, man. And I know some people, they might be on a device where they probably don't even know how to subscribe. They don't. I had plenty of people tell me, man, how do I subscribe? Ask me. You got to think about it. Most people ain't YouTube savvy. Some people get on here for the first time, but they don't be on YouTube as much, where they don't even know how to subscribe to a channel. They just go. They think they subscribe because they can see it already, but no. It's gonna be a YouTube channel float by it's shit that I'm not subscribed to that floats to my fucking goddamn algorithm on my YouTube all the time. I tell you guys to subscribe and also hit that bell. That way you get notified every time. Like it won't be no reason why you don't get a notification if you hit that bell. You guys just hit the subscribe button. You might don't get a notification every now and then because you ain't hit the bell. But if you hit that bell, after you hit subscribe, I mean you're gonna get a notification every time. Whether it's a YouTube short, like my boy Patrick, he got P Funk Sports Talk and Comedy Show. Every time he load a short up, that shit pops up. That's how many subscribers you got, Fambo? Okay, congratulations, Fambo. Oh, Fambo said, where I'm at. Your mom, I mean, I'm trying to get. So that means shit. Yeah, I need 12 more subscribers, guys. We at we at 2,988 subscribers. That's how many subscribers I got. 2988. I'm at 2988. Them CC Motion, you say, okay, that's some breaking news to me right there. Them firing Daryl Morey, I knew that was going to happen anyway, though. But you know what? You can't even blame him for not, for the Sixers not succeeding, though, or playing better basketball. I mean, I think he did. I think it has a lot to do with the coaching and the personnel. And I ain't going to lie, I think Nick Nurse did a good job. But I think the personnel needs to change up. I think Joel Embiid need to take a back seat. He might need to retire. We need to find a more agile Olympic. I mean not Olympic. I mean athletic center big man. They can go out there and guard these other big men that's out there shooting threes and dribbling between their legs and shit. Um, I think we got a nice backcourt. Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. Paul George, big up to him. I like the Kelly Oubre Jr. guy, but I think we're gonna probably lose him. We need to get one of them young dudes out the draft. I'm tired of us trading our number one pick to other teams. We we drafted Jerry McCain 2 years ago, and then we sent him to OKC. Now he hooping in OKC. So like, come on. Yeah, Paul George and Embiid need to go away. I mean, I appreciate what Paul George did, though. I ain't gonna even front. I appreciate what he did, man, on the back end of the season. Uh, but yeah, we need to let some of them young guys emerge. I'm pretty sure we got some young talent on that bench, man, that haven't got a chance to show themselves yet and do what they need to do. That's why they in the NBA. It's a reason why they in the NBA, man. They not in the NBA to sit on the bench. You got to go. You got to play them guys. If I was an NBA coach, I would think I'd give everybody a chance, man, because it's a reason why they in the NBA. They not on the NBA to sit on the bench. You put them guys out there and let them be themselves and let them do what they do, you'll find you somebody. Oh, okay then, Fanbo. Okay then, Fanbo got two pages. Goddamn, what's up with it? Okay then, Fanbo, he rest what's up. Real nigga. Big Kisses, what's up with it? Welcome to the chat line. Where you from, Big Kisses? Where you from, Big Kisses? Yeah, but definitely, man. We need to get some. Like I'm pretty sure, man. Like doing it was part of the season, right? Where I seen some guys from Philadelphia. Them boy, they was hooping. Like they got Quentin Grimes. They got another cat that's number 25, I think. it was another cat coming out the bench that was hooping. Let them guys step up and let them play, man. Like for example, the coach for the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, he will not play his rookies if they play on offense. Now on defense, they'll play their defensive rookies, but Kyle would not. Kyle will draft a receiver in the first round, and that nigga probably won't play until he's in his third season. Oklahoma in the building, Big Kisses in the building. That's what's happening with it. I'm right here in Dallas, Texas. You heard me? Broadcasting out of Dallas, Texas. Your boy Cuddy J. It's the Kid Back Network. Hit that subscribe button. Glad to have you on here. Howdy, neighbor. Yeah, I'm right here, right up under you. You know what I'm saying? Right up there under. Right out 75. You heard me? I'm in between 75 and the tollway. But yeah, I take 75 to get to Oklahoma because that's the closest one to take me up north. You got 30. For matter of fact, I'm in between 35 and 75. But I'm in between the tollway and 75. But 75 will get me there quicker. Or my homeboy from Lawton. I got a homeboy from Lawton. My homeboy Big Sid from Lawton. My homeboy from 107, Big Sid. And nigga from Lawton. I got my homeboy from Tulsa, Oklahoma City, and Lawton. Yeah, my homeboy Big Sid, he live out here in Dallas, but he always back and forth to Lawton. I've been to Lawton one time. To them projects out there. Hell yeah, man. Just in case y'all wondering what we were talking about earlier, man, if y'all familiar with the Lil Boosie and Vlad TV situation, Lil Boosie taking his own will and leaving the Vlad TV show because Vlad didn't want to pay him more than what Boosie asked for. So he started his own podcast. And he released his first episode. And now they going around saying he took a loss because the simple fact he didn't get what he was getting off Vlad. Understandably, the fact that it's his first episode, we don't expect Boosie to get that much money off his first episode. The fact that he still profit, how can you say he lost? Then you got Shawn Cotton from Say Cheese TV, signing with Vlad. It's a couple other niggas signing with Vlad too, though. DJ Envy. I don't get it. But people just don't want. I think people don't want Boosie. People like Boosie, but they don't want Boosie. Like Boosie is like Terrell Owens. They hate a loud now. They hate a. Boosie is like Terrell Owens. They don't want no loudmouth rich nigga. America does not want a loudmouth rich nigga. They run the lights up, guys. I'm trying to get to 20 likes. I might be trying to get to 25 likes. 3,000 subscribers. So, hey, Lisa, then I got, are you aware of what's going on? Have you been seeing, I need to start tagging, it's my fault, Lisa. I need to start tagging you and all this stuff to be going on. That way, when I do speak about it on YouTube or on this channel, you'll be have some type of be familiar with it. You know what I'm saying? You got familiarization for it, and you already have some type of I know, cause I know you'll come up with it. You're gonna get your research on, and you're gonna come up with your own perspective, and you're gonna see what's going on. So I need to start listening you up with this shit. I keep forgetting to tag you and shit that I might end up speaking on. That way you can take down your notes. It's literally, I know. All right, there, Big Kisses. You hold it down, girl. Get back to work, get that money. I know you are, Lisa. Yeah, I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers, man. Sister-in-law, what's happening with it? What's going down, down, down? Ooh, that's my sister-in-law right there. It's going down, down, down. It's going down, down, down. It's going down, down, down. Try to get to them 3,000 subscribers, guys. That's my sister-in-law up in the building. Y'all go check out that Fishing with G-Dad channel on YouTube. Fishing with G-Dad, G-D-A-D. Gregory Davis, Ambrose Davis. Fishing with G-Dad. Go tap into that channel on YouTube. Y'all like to go fishing. Y'all like to watch fishing. Very entertaining, very cool and relaxing. Go tap in and subscribe to Fishing with G-Dad. Appreciate that, sister-in-law. That's what I'm talking about. Boosie 225 Patreon, babe. What it do, Bonado? So, sister-in-law, you still here? Hey, I don't know how far in detail you are about Lil Boosie starting his own YouTube channel. I mean, podcast. The word on the YouTube streets, they saying Boosie took a loss by leaving the Vlad show and starting his own show because his first episode ain't do good, but he still profit off of it. So they saying Boosie took a loss. I say Lil Boosie didn't take no loss. I say Lil Boosie, either way it go, Lil Boosie, he won because he make money anyway. You know what I'm saying? Vlad just something to keep him to that part of his recess, being on Vlad. You know, so it being his first episode, who of course he's not gonna do the money Vlad was giving him. He ain't gonna make the money. But I'm pretty sure if he keep his show going consistently, he's gonna start making the money that he was making. Well, he's gonna start making more money than he was making on Vlad. He just gotta stay consistent. Lil Boosie. See, I know Lil Boosie though, man. Lil Boosie, Lil Boosie podcast gonna turn into some other shit though. Like he gonna be Howard Stern. Like Lil Boosie, his podcast gonna be lit though. See, Lil Boosie just gave us a little appetizer. I think somebody gonna say, Lil Boosie, you need to make your podcast like your motherfucking parties. And Lil Boosie he gonna have the most party and party. Boosie gotta keep he gotta make it part of his podcast and party shit because he's a party nigga. So he gotta know what he gotta find his niche. And I think I'm saying this Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie, turn your podcast. It's called the Lil Boosie Podcast Party. People gonna watch that shit. They gonna see it. Netflix gonna want to buy that. I ain't gonna say he taking a lot. Let me tell you what it is too. Vlad is butt hurt behind this shit because he know Vlad. I'm gonna tell you, Vlad. I will say this: Vlad is not a culture vulture. Vlad been tapped into the hip hop culture, man, since the '90s. His wife is black. His kids are black. Vlad is not a culture vulture. He's a Russian guy that's Jewish, that's that love hip hop. He's from New York. Uh, he been in the game for a long time. He was a DJ. He DJed for a lot of rappers that we don't even that you wouldn't even know who he did. I mean, a lot of good rappers, popular rappers. But Vlad is butt hurt right now because he lost his go to guy, the person to give him V's. Y'all already know before that he had Godfrey and Lord Jamar. Before Lord Jamar, he had Trey D. He had another guy. He had you'll see Vlad have his repeat kids come on there down there every fucking month to keep his channel thriving. He Boosie left. Now he got Charleston White. Now he got Charleston White. I mean, Boosie Channel, here's the thing about it. I would tell you like this. Boosie Channel can be real lit, but I know Boosie he gonna let it go. He ain't gonna stay consistent with it. Cause he gonna feel like he gotta go drop an album every 3 months. What he gonna need to do, he need to put his time and his heart into that YouTube channel and just drop a rap song for every show. If you want to release your music still, Boosie, just do a single intro for the whatever show you like. Young and Hefe from LA. Every time he drop an episode, he give you a new song intro. Now he ain't trying to underpay him. What he did, he was already giving Boosie 20,000 on the show. He was already okay. I'm gonna break it down to y'all. He was already giving Lil Boosie 20 grand to talk for 2 hours. You at Boosie don't got to go nowhere. Boosie at his crib. Boosie sitting on his own furniture. Vlad just got the little throw the thing how he designed it to make it look, the way you think Boosie and Vlad. But Boosie at his crib, sitting there talking for 2 hours, getting 20 grand. Boosie asked for 5 grand more. We didn't know what the number was at first. We didn't know what the number was until Boosie said he asked for 5 grand more, and people were like, "Oh, Boosie, he complaining about 5 grand." So that's when Vlad came out there and revealed, okay, he was. I already paid him 20 grand. He wanted me to pay him 25 grand an episode. Boosie didn't want that, so Boosie started his own show. Okay, he didn't do that many views. He didn't take a loss. He just, didn't make as much money he would have made. It was Vlad. Keep in mind, Boosie still got other money coming in for other residuals and all the other shit he got his hands in cookie jars. But it's gonna take time for Boosie to get that money that he was getting on Vlad. But this time right here, he getting it all to himself. All money in, no money out. It's all going to him. He don't got to give it to nobody. Probably his producers and his editors. Told him something, he gonna have more money. He just got to keep his show consistently. And that's one thing everybody knows. You try to do a podcast or a YouTube channel, whatever. It's hard to stay consistent. But I'm rooting for Boosie though. I mean, people don't understand though. People think it because they popular on it's people like on my timeline or people who the people think they because they do videos on Facebook or on Instagram or even TikTok. They think they can come to YouTube and they gonna get some same amount of views on YouTube that they get from their people that fuck with them on the other platforms. It's a hard fucking. It's an ocean out here. It's a hard type of. It's a different type of water right here. The YouTube water different. You gotta know how to backstroke and front stroke and dog paddle differently than you do on Facebook, Instagram, and whatever else you want. It's a different ball game. And if anybody think they can come on here just because they popularity and they cool and they pretty and they think they can come on here and upload a fucking show or a podcast, they gonna get 20,000 views. I want you to try it. It's gonna hurt your feelings when you throw your video and that shit gonna hit with 128 people watching. How long it gonna take you to get to a certain amount of views? I mean subscribers. I know. I just trip out how I had motherfucking. How do I got 4,200 Facebook friends and only got 300 subscribers? And only on top of that, I got 300 subscribers but only got 128 views. I just trip out shit like that. I used to trip out how like I used to always I said, damn, there's nowhere in hell I got 386 subscribers, but I got 4,500 Facebook friends. It don't cost nothing to subscribe, and it don't take that much time at all. You don't have to fill out no application or nothing. Just hit subscribe. So I'm like, I always wondered that. And then I'm like, with the 300 and some subscribers I got, why I'm only getting 120 some views? That's half of what who subscribed to me. Half of my subscribers ain't even looking at my shit. I was always curious about this shit, but I didn't know how YouTube worked, and I'm still learning how YouTube works. Boosie name weighs heavy anyway. Boosie keep his show going. Boosie keeps his show going. He gonna end up winning anyway. He dropped the show. Well, how many other days ago? He need to come with another show tonight. He need to drop another one Saturday. Come with another one Monday. Then all of a sudden come with another one Wednesday. Then come with one on Friday. He just got to keep on dropping them every other night. He's gonna keep his channel. He's gonna build his channel up. People gonna be like, "Damn, Boosie shit, wow, he can take over the internet real easy, real easy." What it do? Show Your Love podcast. What's happening with it, man? Appreciate you for tapping into the building. It's your boy Cuddy J, broadcasting live from Dallas, Texas, aka Dallas, Texas. Well, yeah, I realized that shit too, man. Like I used to get a lot of views. Like since I've been monetized, and then people know I'm monetized, they ain't gonna they don't want to see you get no. The people who want to see you win, the people who don't really know you, people that have some type of history with you, or not everybody that got history with you, but at least some people that got history with you, they don't want to see you win, or if they have some type of idea about you, they might don't even know you. They just see you around. They see you out. I have a bunch of Facebook friends who I probably never met, never been around. They probably just know of me. I know of them, and they probably judge me based off what I post on Facebook and how I react to certain shit or however it go, and they probably choose not to fuck with my channel because of that. But I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm cool with that. But the thing about it, if they were ever to know me, or been around me, they won't have them same type of feelings. That's why, I don't ever care about somebody who don't know me, never been around me, and they have some type of misjudgment of me or any type of malice to me. I don't even be giving no fuck. Yeah, sister law. I want everybody to win. That's how I be. I want everybody to win. Like there's a lot of like I always tell the chat line, there's a lot of podcasters that got podcast shows now who I brought on my show. And I not on just on my show, I brought him on the Ian Gleason show. It's crazy that I gotta ask them to come on their show. I had to ask them I had to, hey man, I invited you on my show plenty of times, and I invited you on my show because I seen you trying to go with your shit. I'm the reason why most of y'all podcasting anyway. But y'all ain't gonna invite me on your show. I don't just you don't even say man, I want to have you on my show. I want you to come on my show. Just like a favor for a favor, and not only just a favor for a favor, the fact that you consistent, nigga. You doing your shit day in, day out. You on this motherfucker every day doing your shit. Oh yeah, most definitely that, Lisa. If I don't, if your vibe fucked up, I ain't gonna follow you either though. But I don't think I give out bad vibes though. That's what I'm saying. Most of the time, it's somebody telling somebody something about you because they don't like you, and it make them automatically don't subscribe to you. I know. I probably it's probably about just to throw it out there on some real shit. It's probably about 100 motherfuckers out there that won't subscribe to my channel or subscribe to me, period, based off my my one of my exes probably told him, don't fuck with me or some shit like that. For real though, you lose the audience based off who you fuck with, like especially women. Yeah, you can lose. A woman can take away 100 people from you. Yeah, because how she feel about you. Because about 100 motherfuckers trying to impress her. Appreciate you, Lisa. They got the Bud Ice said. I gotta go let the Bud Ice talk. Yeah, good live going, y'all. Good live going. Good live going. Yup. But shout out to Boosie though, man. Uh, Here's the funny part about it. The funny part is that Shawn Cotton from Say Cheese, reason why he's running his mouth and talking about it, siding with Vlad, is because Boosie didn't want to come sit down and interview with him. So he feel all butt hurt. He don't want to. He want to come at Boosie now, make it seem like Boosie was wrong. And Boosie took a loss, said because his channel didn't do what he supposed to did the first episode or whatever. Which in most cases people think the grand opening would be big, but it is what it is. But yeah, Shawn Cotton, that's why he's jumping in the situation. But at the same time, Vlad is telling us, he's telling everybody, telling us and everybody that him and Boosie are still cool. They talk every day. And that he has no beef or whatever. But he's steady making interviews and conversation about the Boosie shit. He's going to keep on bringing Boosie up till he has enough content to let that shit go for a whole year. But that's one thing about this YouTube shit, what I'm starting to know and learn. Them top dog platforms, most of the time they running a play anyway. They all playing around. They all faking and phony and playing around with each other. There ain't nothing real about the little beef they got going on or separation. It's just adding content to because they running out of content. So we got to fuel up some shit that'll make it seem like that way we can have more content. Because if we don't, we ain't gonna have nothing to talk about. And people don't want to talk about the same shit. That's why you be seeing all these whack 100 plays that get ran. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if this Vlad and Boosie shit a play. I'm never surprised. I'm just riding the wave and seeing. I'm just But at the same time, I do have an understanding that hey, this could be a play. See, most people they won't even people that's not YouTube savvy or don't know how the YouTube streets are. And most of the time, it's a play getting ran. That way, it can be some views involved. For real, sister-in-law, I be watching this shit like I don't even watch TV that much. Like I don't turn my TV on unless I'm playing the game or I might watch a movie that's on TV or something I really want to watch. Sometimes I watch YouTube on TV, but I'm saying that to say this. I watch YouTube more than anything, and I watch what's going on YouTube because I know one thing. Nobody ain't gonna tell me how this shit works. How this algorithm thing works. You gotta watch other YouTubers to see how this shit works to progress in it. But at the same time, though, some of us just not gonna look stupid. We're not gonna make ourselves look stupid for no fucking views. Like we not gonna. I'm not gonna make myself look stupid. I'm not gonna rat somebody out. I'm not gonna make somebody look bad. I'm not gonna not talk down on my friends or do anything that's not cool to get some views. Not gonna do it. I'm cool with 500-600 people watching my shit. Me staying true to myself. Not, being a goofball, doing some shit to get people to watch your shit. But I learned shit being people, you gonna have your haters, you gonna have your trolls, and you gonna have people that love you. But as long as you coming with content, man, them same motherfuckers gonna watch every video you do. The ones that hate you, the trollers, and the people that love you. You just gotta keep doing what you do. And monkey see, monkey do. People see somebody else doing something, they gonna do it too. Straight up, I'm like, oh yeah, damn, okay, it's 900 people on that fucking live. I'm gonna go jump and see what they talking about. Opposed to seeing, oh, it's 32 people on that live. That shit might be whack. I'm gonna go see what they doing over here in the room with 900 people in it. That's how that shit go. When they see numbers, they want to jump in. Exactly, Lisa. But you got some to do that though, and they know. I'm gonna tell you though, they probably said the same thing, Lisa. All of them probably said the same thing until they seen that money and they realized, okay, in order to sustain, they got to start doing. They got to find ways and create ways to keep that shit. And whether it's making more money or making the same amount, they got to find ways to keep doing it. And that's why. And and the ones that are like that, they're the reason why podcasters and content creators are looked at as the bad guys. We're looked at more worse than rappers now. They're the reason why content creators and podcasters are looked at as the bad guys now because they always running some more fluky ass plays and somebody getting jumped or shot or going to jail behind the shit every time. And they try to make it seem like we control the algorithm, which I said no, we don't control the algorithm. We put the news out there, and y'all ride whatever y'all want to ride with, and y'all keep the algorithm going because y'all talk about it all day after we just posted one time. I posted one time. Y'all staying talking about it. Y'all keeping the algorithm going, not us. You can't blame the bloggers and the podcasters. You can't do that. We put that shit out there one time. We said one time, get what? The next day, we don't even thinking about that shit no more. We thinking about something else we trying to get you guys to talk about. So y'all the one control the narrative on all that bullshit, that messy shit. Because once it's out there, y'all talk about that shit for a month. Now I already know that, Lisa. It's shows that I had. Not only that, it's podcasts. It's podcasts. Damn, where all these damn flies coming from? It's podcast episodes. It's podcast episodes that I had great interviews, and they didn't do that many numbers of episodes I had while I'm interviewing somebody that was boring. Straight up. Yeah, this shit right here, you got to think it. And like I tell y'all all the time, I know I know I'm losing money doing my shows live than doing them pre-recorded because I knew I make more money doing them. I can make more money doing pre-recorded shows than live. Live is good because you get donations. You can get donations and shit. You can get super chat, super all that shit like that. But it's your ads that really get you that's how you get the money. So you really rather post a pre-recorded show and get 1,200 views and get 1,200 people to watch through them ads and get that money opposed to, okay, loading up a live show. After it uploads, you might get about 15, 20 more people to watch the show after it's been uploaded. After that right there is over with. So that number never move no more. I know if I do a pre-recorded show, that shit gonna have some longevity to it. It's gonna keep on, the numbers gonna keep going up. Cause you think about live videos, they only, it's only after 2 days, it's not in the algorithm no more. Whatever it does that day or that night or whatever, and the next day, that's all she wrote. Your pre-recorded show is gonna stay throttling. I can believe that females. See, that's one thing about a female, especially if she halfway decent, right? She can get on here, and get 900 niggas looking at her. You know what I'm saying? Flirting with her and shit, and she begging for money, and some of them niggas gonna donate. Bodado, where you at? I know you on that road. You driving that truck. Yeah, we got a truck driver right there, man. Maybe on that, what they call that shit. You got local driving, and you got cross country. He cross country. My boy Taiwan do cross country. My boy Taiwan be everywhere. I got 3, 4 homeboys, man, that drive trucks. They be all over the motherfucking map. I do that shit too, man, but I know it get to a point where in certain weather and you be in certain areas, it might get dangerous. So I be like, I think about shit like that. I'm like, I'm cool. Yeah, it be like that, Lisa. Mm-hmm. Tornado, where you at now? I know you driving around. You be in Tennessee, you be in Alabama, you be in Georgia, you be in Kentucky, you be everywhere. Hey, y'all hit that like button. Y'all tap it up in here, man. It's your boy Cuddy J. Broadcasting live out of Dallas, Texas, aka Dallas Tax Us. What's up with it? What's crazy about being, it's very rare that I'm at home in the daytime like this throughout the week. And I see what I'm seeing would be going on when I be at work. And I don't be here. When I be gone. And then I get it's like I never even when I'm off on my off day, I be so tired of doing other shit I never pay attention. But today, I'm able to sit down right here on this couch because I got a window right here and I got a window right there where I can take. This is where the staircase and shit go. But I live in a building right here that where it pretty much it goes down over here really. But like this is where everybody, a lot of people walking through here because you got the kids park right there. You got a swimming pool right there. And you got a building right there. A building right there. You got Another part end of the building, you got one in front of here. So it's a lot of people be right here. We all be hanging out, kicking it, grilling or whatever the case may be. But also people they always walk into the store. It's a little store here, Mexican store where, like, convenience store. Everybody always, you can cut through this gate right here and be right there, boom, you right there. You go to another apartment complex, it's right there. But everybody walks through here and you get to see all the motion and shit going on right here. Like, I'm starting to see people who I ain't know lived over here. I'm starting to see a lot of people who I ain't know lived over here. I was standing outside yesterday morning, early in the morning, about like 8:30. And man, I had walked outside to take the trash out. Just so happened I seen one of my homeboys, he pulled up. But anyway, we were standing outside I seen we seen a female walking through here. And he was like, damn, who that is? I'm like, shit, it's my first time seeing her. And it's like, there's so many people who be moving in here. Like I said, I be gone throughout the daytime. Like, uh, day through night. And like, I don't even know who be moving over here. It's a dude just moved in downstairs right here, a little young black dude. Downstairs across in the next building right here. He just moved in. I ain't even know he moved in. So, yeah, I got some new neighbors. I like Fanbo. Fanbo say when you step up in here, come with respect, hit the like button, subscribe button. If you want to leave a donation, it will help. That's why I fuck with cuz. Oh, damn. Yeah, this should be like, yeah. They put another note on the door saying, "Don't get your vehicle towed," because they doing a little. They refurbishing the parking lot and all that shit. They should have did that shit last year when they were doing everybody else's. But I told them I can't move my shit because the wheel hub situation. I gotta get it. I gotta get another wheel hub for my shit. I ordered. I ordered the wrong part about 3 weeks ago, and I had to send it back to get my money back. And uh, I ended up buying this from AutoZone where I got a 5-year warranty on it, and now I need to get it put on. So, but I can't move my car because I ain't trying to fuck. I ain't trying to fuck no axle and all that shit up. No. But no, I'm telling you, I'm gonna utilize today and tomorrow to see who my new neighbors are. Cause yeah, there's some people around here. My daughter graduates from college next Wednesday, man. She graduated at the age of 20. My oldest graduates from college, man, at the age of 20. Next Wednesday, man. I'm talking about in accounting. And she's going back to get a master's at UTD, and she's gonna have a master's in accounting in a year. Yeah, 2045. Hell yeah, it is a long way. That's 19 more years. Riders, he's healing. I talked to him yesterday. I just ordered some new shoes for him. I sent a picture of the shoes I just ordered for him. The triple black Air Force Ones. It's like the triple black with the suede, leather, and patent leather. They stay fresh. Patent leather, and suede. They call it triple black Air Force Ones. I just bought him a pair of them. He's so excited. But yeah, he's doing good. Yeah, Amherst, Brooklyn, she graduates uh, Wednesday from college at the age of 20. Your niece. Amherst used to Amherst used to Brooklyn used to be around Amherst every day. Ain't that right, sister-in-law? Brooklyn used to be around sister-in-law every day. People thought they was her daughter. Hmm. Yeah, she graduated, man. She going back to get her master's. My daughter's very determined. She came over here and hung out with me last 2 weekends ago. We sit outside and we grill, watch movies. You know what? It's crazy though because first of all it's at 9 a.m. and they only get a certain amount of tickets for the graduation, right? So they was only able to get 5 tickets, and I wasn't able. Of course, she got her brother, her mom, her grandma, and her auntie. Of course, yeah. So I'm going to the after party at Hardwood's Tavern Bar downtown Dallas on Hardwood Drive where her mom works at. So yeah, her mom works there. So I'm gonna go to the reception at 1 o'clock because of course 9 o'clock. Me trying to get down wherever they probably the graduation gonna be at. Will probably be I don't know. Yes, but you know what? I don't know if I went to her graduation when cause she graduated 2 years ago with her associates, and it was at the the College of Dallas. So she I know that was a big ass graduation, and I know this graduation is just gonna be just as big. So I'm gonna go to I get to the after gathering at the Hardwood Tavern Bar downtown Dallas on South Hardwood. What happened? You can't hear me? What happened, sister-in-law? You can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, Lisa? Sister-in-law says she can't hear me, but she reading my lips. She must be being funny. And leave me alone. Oh, I think that's my sister-in-law. I think she said I can't hear you, but I'm reading your lip. Sister-in-law, she at work. Yeah, okay, I see what you do. I see what you're talking about. Where my brother at? Where he at? He out there fishing. He probably out there fishing somewhere, I bet. I said, where my brother at? Where he at? When he out there he fishing somewhere. The live jumping. I ain't did a 2 hour live in a long time. I ain't done yet though. I'm still chilling though. Probably like another. I might do like another 20 minutes. I'm on about another 25 minutes, 20, 25 minutes. I do think sometimes though, uh, however long your live be, kind of put you in the algorithm too. Them short lives don't do nothing. Bijan said, "Hi, Miss Amber's babe. Welcome back." I don't know if the Bijan dude trolling. I thought we had, I thought we had blocked him. We're gonna check his temperature, guys. He might be on that bullshit. Y'all keep an eye on that nigga. Yeah, man. We finally got summertime arriving in Dallas, man, because I swear to fucking God, last Thursday I had a jacket on, and it's May. Last Thursday I had a jacket on. It's May like a motherfucker. I said, I can't believe this shit. It's May. Normally in Dallas, it's already hot in March. March, April, it's already, shit, it's hot again. Everybody wearing shorts. But yeah, so I was still wearing, I had on, last Thursday, I had on a big sweatsuit. I know you happy, Lisa. I know Lisa happy that it's pretty weather out there because she live in Minnesota. It's down there cold down there 8, 9 months out of the year up there, I believe, right? Oh, you got a tomato plant? My mama, she got a they created a garden in their backyard. She be she be growing tomatoes and shit. They started that shit about 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. They started planting, growing their own vegetables and shit. My grandma was like that heavy though. My grandma, that's all she did. She always been like that. My grandma, see them old school women, them old school black women, or old school women, period. They believed in planting their own vegetables and shit, growing their own shit. That's how that shit was back in in the 80s. Back in the 80s, most of the all of the vegetables back in the 80s that I ate was shit home. Yeah, was catered to the home. We ain't buy that shit from the grocery store. I know if I ate at my grandma's house, I know them tomatoes and shit, whatever she had, if that was vegetable wise, she planted that shit. Like, my mom, now it was up into like, my mom can cook her ass off too. But I know, nowadays, I know when it's vegetable form, I know it come from that backyard because she got her own garden back there now. So at the time, she just bought her vegetables from the produce area in the grocery store. But she, my mom and my family know how to whip. My family know how to whip. There's a lot of us that know how to cook. I'm talking about as far as cousins. We got a few aunties, and we got some. Yeah, we know how to cook. I know all the men. I know. Me and my brother, we know how to throw down. Me and my older brother, I know we know how to throw down. We can prepare some meals. She passed away from skin cancer, so okay. Sorry to hear that. But the wind, all of a sudden, the wind blowing outside, hard like a motherfucker. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's about time to shut down the live, guys. We did good on the likes, though. I will say that we did good on the likes. Uh, I got more than what I asked for. I appreciate that. I'll try to get to the 3,000 subscribers another time. I might be back tonight on some shit. Who knows? But I appreciate you guys for tapping into the early live. Your boy Cuddy J, broadcasting live from Dallas, Texas, the Kickback Network. I'm out like a fat kid in Dodgeball. I'ma holler at y'all.